let me turn off my Google Fit over here. Very good. Just walked 1.1 miles right around this area. What a beautiful morning. 8 a.m. out here, about 32 degrees Fahrenheit. There's a little bit of a fog coming out from the local creek, right? As you guys can see right here, I am at a typical limestone style creek around my area. And I gotta tell you all, it is going to get up to 60 degrees Fahrenheit later today. So all the snow that you guys see will probably be gone by the end of the day. Mother Nature, you know, sometimes it is just wonderful to stop a little bit and get appreciated, right? Well, that being said, today I am in an upper stretch of the Valley Creek here in Chester County. And don't worry, we're not going to target any invasive species of fish if that's what you were worried about, right? Brown trout. Instead, I'm actually very interested in a native species of fish that I heard that thrives in these waters. As a matter of fact, that is a very uncommon, tiny species of fish that I don't have yet on my life list. So that is really the main objective for today. Since this is a catch and release, all tackle type of stream, I can use tanagos with tiny pieces of wax worms, and we can go out there trying to find this mystical creature, right? Or very uncommon species that very few people have even heard about in their lives. Let me get my setup together. We got a lot of places to explore today, and hopefully we're going to be adding a new species to the life list by the end of the day. Well, the species that I am looking for today is a species of fish that prefers is lower pools of water, right? And is lower riffles. So as you guys can see, the water over here is really not all that fast. However, you see the species of structure right over here, like all these sunken pieces of wood. In particular, that area right over there, you see that? I think that is an area where micros would love to be at. A little bit deeper, but not enough to have a wild brown trout, right? But enough for micros to thrive. So we're gonna get started by dropping the bait right around here. Now you see, you have to approach it with finesse. You ever see a great blue heron out there chasing fish? The great blue heron walks very slow, right? Because it does not want to spook the fish. So we got as close to the spot as possible, and then we give it 30 seconds, 45 seconds to stay still like a statue, and then we put the polarized lenses on, and finally we get to see if there's some fish down there. Oh yes, folks, there are fish down there. There are fish right around that area. You guys can see because of the glare, but I can't because of the polarized lenses. Time to drop our stuff over here real quick. One more step forward and see what we can land. Got it. Got one. First fish of the day. Don't know what it is, but I got it. It's in my hands. I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna give it some water, but I'm not gonna let it go, and I'm gonna put it in the photo tank. Is it our mystery species, or is it a species that we already have? We shall find out. Oh yeah, look at that. Very tiny, huh? This is what I call native species. Well, you know, I am a little bit saddened by the fact that this is not really the species that we're looking for. It is a beautiful native species. I mean, we got here the little Rhinictis atratulus, aka the eastern black-nosed dace. So that's our first fish of the day, and I'm quite happy to see that there are some of them around Valley Creek. But yeah, this is not really the lifer that we are pursuing. I'm gonna release this little guy over here. It's been inside the photo tank. I've been taking good care of it. I'm gonna give it some more water and show you guys real quick. Look at that. Just a very, look at the size of my hand, right? Tiny Eastern black-nosed dace. Super healthy, going back to where it belongs. It is a good thing that there are some days around here, you know, that is always an indicative of a healthy ecosystem, and there is a school of fish where we predicted that they would be, so that's not bad whatsoever. The rest is really to grind it out and keep on catching them. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, I may just have found the mother load of micros. I was microfishing over there, as I told you guys, right? Caught 2 Eastern black-nosed dace, and then I kind of realized that there is this vegetation over here. There's an entire school of something down there. Oh man, well, I'm ready to find out. Let's go. Got it. I got it. Is this what I'm looking for? Is this the species that this may be the species that I'm looking for? This may be it. This may be it. This may be it, boy. Go to the photo tank, my boy. Go to the photo tank. This may be it. I don't know if it is or not, but give it some more water. Give it some more water. We may just have found the species, the lifer that I'm looking for. I don't know if it is or not, but this is definitely not an Eastern mosquito fish. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this may be it. This really may be it. Oh my goodness, I can hardly believe this. I'm gonna give this guy a little bit more of water, fill the photo tank a little bit more, but I can hardly believe that we were so successful. This is it. No, this is it. This is exactly what I came out here today for. You know, the Allegheny Pearl Dace, the Margariscus margarita. This is a species of fish, ladies and gentlemen, that very few people have heard about around the area. It is very uncommon around here, and they tend to thrive in places like this. Creeks that have a limestone composition with some vegetation, right? So even around here, Philadelphia, Chester, Montgomery, Bucks County, around a century ago, at the beginning of the 1900s, a bunch of people used to collect these all the time, together with the long-nosed dace, right, the Henictis cataractae, and the Eastern black-nosed dace that we caught earlier today, the Henictis atratulus. But this one in particular, the Margariscus margarita, little by little, because of urban sprawl and because of invasive brown trout and other species, right, predatory species, they slowly disappeared over time. It is a native species of fish to Pennsylvania, and it is a species number 371 for me on the life list. I truly didn't think that we would be so successful today, you know, coming here for the first time, chasing this one and just finding a school right over there. I would like to emphasize that is the only school around here that I have found the entire day, okay? Now I'm going to give you guys a better view of this little fish, and then I'm just going to release it. I took plenty of photos already, and obviously I'll try my best to catch a better looking sample. You know, the males actually have better coloration for this particular species. All right, let me show you guys here real quick, and then we're gonna put it back in the creek, okay? Allegheny Pearl Dace. The little speckles over there are a dead giveaway, little black dot at the tail. All right, I'm gonna release it right over here now. Goodness gracious, now that is beautiful. That is what's up. Little fish going back there. Where was the school? The school is right over there. It is the only school that I found in the entire creek today, within a mile range. I want to catch a few more samples just to double check, make sure it is that species, and hopefully catch one with very beautiful colors on it. Got him. Yeah, son, I know how to catch them now. I have devised a plan to catch this dace. Now I'm the Allegheny Pearl Dace master. You see, you gotta be smart when microfishing. Before, I was fishing that side for the eastern black-nosed dace, and I waited slowly to this side to cast this way, right? Which was a very bad idea because number one, my shadow, you see the position of the sun with my shadow was spooking them over there. And number two, I was waiting, every step that I give disturbs the water. Now I'm on the bank. Now that I kind of realized that this little dace, they really like this piece of structure right over here, this wood. Boy, you see that? Oh, I just spooked them by... But anyways, you know, we caught the second one of the day right here. Look at that. Little fella right here. I'm trying to catch a one with good colors, but yeah, this is definitely okay. This is 100% dace right over here. This ain't no creek chub, son. I'm gonna take a few photos of this one too, and then I'm gonna put it back. That is what's up. I just took a few photos of this fella too. It's still not the sample that I'm looking for, you know. This one is definitely not as pretty as I would like, so I'm still looking for that alpha male. They are not spawning right now, so even the males are not going to have the beautiful pink, red colors around. But it's still, you know, I mean, I still want a nice sample that at least has a little bit of a pink wash, right? But I am fairly positive, yeah, that these are Allegheny Pearl Dace. Indeed, it is really the only species around the area that has that speckle, right? Those speckles that you guys see over there. Just took photos of this one too. Can put it back now. Only one population in this entire creek area. Unbelievable. Right here. Like, if I didn't find that right over here, I don't know where else, because half a mile up, half a mile down, only wild brown trout, man. Now this is what I'm talking about. Can you guys see this? Can you guys see this right over here, ladies and gentlemen? Not gonna lie, it took a little while. It took a little while for me to catch an adult male Allegheny Pearl Dace, okay? Look at the patterns and colors on this fella. Almost looks like a creek chub on steroids, huh? It's got the little pink there, down there, the little stripe. I had to switch to a size 18 hook with a tiny split shot and cast in the middle of the creek around vegetation. Even caught a few Semotilus, wild brown trout by accident, you know. But this is catch and release, all tackle, right? I told you guys I was going to do it. I'm gonna take a few photos now, and we're going to release this fella. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I just took a lot of photos of this beautiful sample over here. Now, that is an authentic Allegheny Pearl Dace. I mean, there's just no exception to that. It can't be anything else. It's got the pink stripes over there, has the marks on its body, the little... oh yeah, I'm gonna release this fish now. I took enough photos for my life list and everything. With this sample inside this creek, I can finally have peace of mind. Look at that, huh? Really like a creek chub on steroids, huh? I'm gonna release it over here in clear water because I kind of... But yeah, that sample right over here was in the middle of the creek, right around vegetation, kind of like this, you know. I had to cast a size 18 hook because the tanago was just not getting its attention. Ended up landing like 5 or 6 brown trout, like right around this area, until finally that one kind of showed up. I gotta tell you, this fish is pretty special for me, you know. It's species number 371 because a century ago there were many of them around my area. You know what I'm talking about? Wissahickon Creek, Pennypack, right? You went over there, there was some back in the 1800s, back even at the beginning of the 1900s. But then urban sprawl kind of happened. People started to move outwards, build more things around the bodies of water here, and with it obviously came pollution, came erosion, habitat destruction. To top it off, at the beginning of the 1900s, like I told you guys, they started to stock invasive species of fish, right, in many different creeks around the area. The rainbow trout, Oncorhynchus micis, the wild or stocked brown trout, Salmotruta. None of them are native to Pennsylvania. Only the brook trout, the Salvelinus fontinalis, is native to the state of Pennsylvania. So you can imagine 100 years of getting beaten and beaten and beaten like that. No wonder this species is uncommon around the area nowadays. But having adults like that, right, I have peace of mind. This is a catch and release, all tackle fishery. I could care less about the trout, man. This is the species that we really need some conservation on. There are really not a lot of them around the area anymore. The tiny ones that we were catching earlier in this video, those are trout food, okay? This one, thankfully, can't really be predated by the trout over here, but yeah, I'm gonna finish this video over here. But this is the moral of the story for today. Sometimes it is not about your style of fishing or even what you are targeting out there, okay? Get out of your comfort zone. Go out, do some research, formulate some plans, right? You go out there, you execute it, and you achieve your goals. You succeed. That's exactly what this fishing session was today. I mean, I could not be happier. You know, I came down here, I wanted to catch the Margariscus margarita, right? Kind of reminds me of the drink, and that's exactly what we did. Caught many tiny ones, and that one was top of the crop. Beautiful way to end the day. Thank you very much for watching this video. We are currently at 371, going towards 400, hey? Stay tuned. More life listing is going to come. Tie lines and take it easy.